Da, 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 da. Welcome back, my friend. This is BjjBrick Quick podcast. We talk about jiu-jitsu in a quick fashion. My name is Byron. Had a listener, Jordan, email me about explaining the IBJJF, rules. Man, okay, this is a quick podcast. The rule book is 52 pages long, and that's just the start of it, really. But I will say this up front. If you're going to go compete in any organization, know the rules, and then also train for the rules. You shouldn't be doing techniques that are illegal while you're training. If you're planning on competing within a month or so, like, throw those out. You don't want to do that even on accident. You don't want to be thinking about that. So study the rules, know the rules. Hopefully your coach is on board and knows this, but there's so many different tournaments and formats and all this stuff. It's a lot to ask. So if you're going to take the time to train and to compete and maybe travel, take the time to learn what they're asking you to play by, the rules. So I was trying to figure out how to do this, for Jordan, and I was like, well, I'll break it down each belt. Boom. White belts can do this, blue belts can do this. And that's like a lot of episodes. I'll do a basic belt breakdown next episode of all of them. But this episode, because I have an opinion about this, which is probably wrong, but controversial. I just can't understand it. Anyway, the point system. Let's run by the point system, because you're going to have to, if you're going to do a tournament, you're going to have, 3 to, 8, 10 matches. You're going to have a bunch of matches if you do well. And you can't really expect that you're always going to submit everybody. Are you in the wrong division? I'm not saying that's the case, but you're going to have a couple of really close matches. And you want to win that match to go to the next one. And so some of your matches will probably be won or lost by points. And if you just have the attitude, I'm not going to really do the point game, you probably won't go as far. You probably wouldn't get to try to submit the next guy. And the point system is designed to help get you to a place of getting a submission. So let's run down the points. I'm going to start with the biggest points. 4 is the most amount of points you can get for a thing, and that's going to be your mount and back. So back mount or back control. Those are 4 points. That's a significant amount of points. And those are either really good or really bad positions to be in. The 3 points are kind of there's only one thing that's worth 3 points, and it's a guard pass. So, and for all of these, there's little particulars about how long you have to stay past, what counts as a guard pass, if they loop in your arm with their leg, if you actually pass their guard. There's a lot of little details. But 3 points for a guard pass. 2 points. Okay, coming down to the end of it here. A takedown is worth 2 points. A sweep is worth 2 points. Those are easy to remember because they're both positional changes. So if I take you down, I've changed the position to now I'm on top. I get 2 points for that. If you sweep me, now you're on top. You get 2 points for that. To me, those are both. That's perfect. It's the takedown is worth the same amount as a sweep. You go from the takedown, you go from neutral to on top, but on sweep, you go from bottom to on top. However you do it, you get 2 points for that. Knee on belly is worth 2 points. So, depending on the type of game you play, you may or may not utilize this position. I really like it for law enforcement. It's a great position. It would be hard to classify it as anything other than a type of side control, like Kasamatami or kind of a headlock variation, whatever. Side control facing the legs. There's a variety of side controls, and I would classify knee on belly as one of those. Why do we give 2 points for a type of side control? Maybe because there's a lot of submissions that come from knee on belly. Nope, there's not. If you look statistically at where people are getting their submissions from. They are properly getting them from where you get your most points, mount and back. And, of course, guard has some submissions as well. Knee on belly, no, there's not a lot of submissions from knee on belly. I don't understand why we give 2 points for a variation of a side control. And, okay, so you also notice this. You don't get any points for side control. And this always throws off beginners like, what? Side control is a great position. We're giving you 3 points for the guard pass. In that 3 points, we're assuming you're ended up in side control. So we don't want to give you 5 points for a guard pass. Now, if you guard pass right to mount, good times, my friend. That is 7 points. But it's less common. Most guard passes end up in side control. We're just going to give you points for the guard pass and do your work from there. Oh, but if you want to pop up for a variation on the side control, like a knee on belly, we'll give you 2 points for that. To me, the knee on belly could be dropped. Nobody would really even throw a fit about it. I don't think people base their games around picking up 2 points with knee on belly. I guess it's a relic of MMA. Like it's a good position to strike from. Man, it's a great position to strike from. It's a great self-defense position. If I could always bail out of the situation. That's why I like it for law enforcement. If you got knee on belly on somebody and somebody else comes after you, you could just disengage. If you get mount on me, I could wrap my arms around you and you're kind of stuck for a minute. So if somebody else comes from around the corner, my buddy is coming to get you, you're stuck. Not knee on belly. You're free to go. So I think it's a great position. I'm not trashing the position. I'm just thinking it's odd to have. So is high mount. High mount's an awesome position. Why not give an extra 2 points for a high mount? Man, that's great. How about for back control where you pin the arm in? How about getting an extra couple of bonus points for that because you're going to choke them. They only have one arm to defend their neck. That's great. It's just a sub position of side control, and they're awarding 2 points for that. So those are the positions and the points are how they're earned. I'll run through them one more time. I'll let you go. Mount and back are worth 4. Guard passing is worth 3. Your positional changes, which would be takedowns and sweeps, not escapes. Okay, I didn't cover that, but we're running along. Are worth 2. Knee on belly is also worth 2. Escape would be like I have you in mount and you roll me to be guard. That's no points for IBJJF. You're escaping. They don't reward escapes. They reward like aggression or attacking. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. I'll put it back on you. Know the rules of the system you're fighting in or you're competing in. It's going to be helpful to you. I don't want you to get disqualified out there. Have a good time if you're competing and play within the rules. Hopefully your opponents will as well. And you have good matches. If you enjoyed the podcast, support us on Patreon or check out one of our audiobooks in the BjjBrick shop. As always, usually play within the rules, at least in jiu-jitsu. And stay sweaty, my friends.